Good morning. I'm just taking a minute to wait for people to hop on and to find my video in hopes that I'm in the right place. So bear with me a moment. Let's see. Now that I have to share this over to my group, because it doesn't do it automatically anymore. I'm a little early, so that's okay. Let's see where else I want to share this over to my team. All right, I think I'm good. Turn down the volume. All right, super. So here, I'll wait for some people to hop on. Good morning. Happy Sunday, June 2nd. What is up with that? I was going to print off some of the awesome things that are going on, but I do have an announcement coming to you later today about a special offer. Again, my name is Mary Jo Snyder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you are watching me live here on my business page and my Facebook group for MJ Shady Inkers. Welcome, and thank you for being here if you're catching the live. And if you're catching the replay, please be sure to put hashtag replay in the comments. I'd greatly appreciate that. And let me know if you share the video in the comments as well. I will be giving this card away that we are making today. It's super fun. I'm putting a little bit of a different spin on it than the original design that I actually found a little bit of help with this design, and I can't remember the person's name. However, a non-Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she does amazing stuff for actually handmade scrapbooks. So it's an element of a scrapbook page that is actually can be utilized as a card. Now it was all in metric measurements, so I had to play around for several weeks because I'm not good with all that math. And timing is a factor, so my time management is got to be improved. But anyway, I had to convert it to imperial measurements. So it may not be the exact size of what the metric measurements were. So I will only be giving imperial measurements and score lines to this project for you today. So again, Mary Jo Snyder, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in the Finger Lakes region of New York, in a little town called Pulteney outside of Prattsburgh and Hammondsport in the Keuka Lake area of the Finger Lakes region. I am super excited to be here. I'm happy you're here. And if you're catching the replay, as I was saying, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, as well as all of you catching the live here with me this morning. Thank you so much as well. I see I did not put on my do not disturb, so we may have a few issues. Hopefully it'll be okay. I have children on the road today, so I am hoping that all is good in their world of travels and that they travel safely. And we're going to get started. I do have some fun stuff that I just got in an order. It's some stuff that I just wanted to add to my paper collection and my embellishment collection. And of course, I have this one bundle that I fell in love with. Imagine I buy it just before a bundle sale. So you can look for that announcement coming up later today. About the bundle sale that is taking place the month of June, starting June 5th through June 30th. And a little insider, you get 10% off bundles. They are stamp and die bundles only. Hello, Linda, and others joining me. Stamp and die bundles through the month of June, starting June 5th to the 30th, you get an additional 10% off. And that's just stamp and die bundles. So, and if you're a demonstrator, even more perks. You get your 20 or 25% off discount plus the additional 10%. Bundles are already at a 10% discount, so it's super awesome to get an additional 10% off. Now, again, this is stamps and die bundles only. And it is also a 10% discount off of the stamp cut and emboss machines, both the big one and the mini. So that's a super savings as well. So if you find that you want to participate in this amazing deal that's going on and save even more money, pick out your bundles at your 10% discount. I'm assuming that that discount would apply in your starter kit. I might have to look into that. Hello, Lori. But if you purchase a starter kit, maybe you can also get that additional 10% off because it is a sale going on in June. So it might be another way for you to save on your starter kit deal. So, all right, with all of that, I am going to point you down and we're going to get started on this card. It is a little time consuming. I did not do die cutting previously, and I want to use the birdhouses to finish off last week's, well, actually 2 weeks now, I've been trying to work with that suite, the Countrywood suite. I'm just so in love with it, and I didn't give it enough love. So I'm going to share one more project from that suite using this amazing fun fold, and I hope you find that you like it and that you want to recreate it. So, all right. And if you do recreate it and you post it in your own social media, please put hashtag MJ's Shady Inkers. So that's MJS Shady Inkers in your description so that I know I can come and find you and see what you made potentially using this idea, because I absolutely am in love with it and it's so fun. So let's get you pointed down, and then I will share additional product that I got that's new to me from the new annual catalog after I do this project. In case some of you don't have enough time to hang out with me, you can always come back and take a look at my sneak peeks of stuff. I'm just going to get this situated. Sorry for the movement. We are going to work with Mossy. Nope, it's not Mossy Meadow. It is Misty Moonlight cardstock today. I just got to grab my measurements, but this is the card. I gave you a sneak peek. Kind of got a little bent up, but this is super cute, and it opens like this. So how fun is that? It's kind of a double fold, and it's got that like hidden element inside. So really super cute. I'm really in love with this card, and I hope you find inspiration from it. So I have kind of a little bit of templates here. They're not true to size because I didn't want to waste a bunch of paper in the process of trying to design this card. So for the base of this card, I'm going to need, you will get one card out of one full sheet of cardstock. Welcome everyone who is joining, Linda and Lori and others that please comment. If you're new to watching my videos, please be sure to let us know where you're from. I have a great group of people here. I don't think you need to see my cord. I have a great group of people here that will welcome you and answer questions as we go along and all that fun stuff. So please feel free to let us know where you're from, say hi, and all that great stuff, because you do want to go into the drawing. I will obviously wait till next Sunday to do the drawing for the card that I'm making today. Needed a sip of water. Hello, Maggie. So make sure that you share and definitely share the video to all your crafty friends. Hit those emojis and all that fun stuff. Everything you do here while I'm live or on the replay, whether commenting, sharing, whatever the case is, it helps my business, and I truly appreciate that. It draws more people in to help me share my creativity with others. So that's very important to me in my business. That's why I'm here. All right, so what I want to do is I want to cut this down first to 5.5. At the short side. Well, is that correct? Yes, no. 5, yes, because I need it longer than that. So 5.5 at the short side. I'm going to cut this. Retain this because you're going to use it for the second part of that card. And we are going to cut this down to 9 1/4. So you're going to start with a base piece of 9 1/4 by 5.5. And then this piece, we are going to, I don't have the measurements. Where are they? Let me just grab and take a look at this. I don't know if I need to cut it. I do. All right, so let's measure this really quick. I think it's 10 inches. It is. So that spare piece you have, just cut it down to 10 inches because we need an additional 1/2 inch on each side. Okay. Keep your scraps. You might need them for some die cutting or whatnot. Okay, so that's a full sheet. Again, this is whatever is remaining from cutting this. So it ends up being 3 by 10. And then this piece is 9 1/4 by 5 1/2. You're going to come in with your Simply Score tool or your trimmer, whichever way you prefer to score your paper. I love my Simply Score. And on the 9 1/4 by 5 1/2 with the long side at the top, you are going to score at 3/8. Sorry, 3/8, not a 1/2 inch. 2 1/2, 6 3/4, and 8 7/8. I'll go over those again. All right. Oops, I did that wrong. Bummer. We're just going to score it where it needs to be. I'm going to keep going just because that's going to get covered. All right. So it's 3/8, 2 1/2, 6 3/4, and 8 7/8. Good morning, Julie. Julie, I have your stamp set. It came to me because I actually did a order for myself, so I have your stamp set. I will be seeing Lori this afternoon, and if you will be seeing Lori soon, I will give it to her so that she can pass it on to you, if that's okay. If not, private message me and we can arrange for you to get your stamp set for your prize that you won during my celebration of my 10-year stamp anniversary. All right, now I'm just going to varnish all those. I do need to do the other piece of paper. I got distracted with my oops, but I just want to varnish these where they all need to be. Actually, that back piece, the little tiny 3/8 of an inch, is going to fold the opposite direction. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. So I'll make sure I bring it with me. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. So this is that first element, and you can see it's going to close together like that, and that's what we want because we're going to do some adhering to these flaps and on the inside, as well as having additional panels of designer series paper. So that is the first step. The second step, which I should have just done this before, is come in here. Now we have a 10-inch long piece of paper, and it's by 3 inches. And now you can make this a different width if you need to. It's not a big deal, as long as there's something to adhere your pieces to. And we literally are just going to come in and score at every 2 inches. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay? You are so welcome. 2, 4, 6, and 8. I thank everyone for being here and celebrating my 10 years with me and being a part of my 10-year journey so far. So much more to come. All right, so then we have this. Now the goal is to fold this in. And I should have concentrated on my mountain and valley folds, but that's okay. The concept is the second score line fold in towards the center and then fold the other one back. Okay, so then you have that element that is going to be that pop out fold that's going to get adhered to this. But we have to do some stuff first, okay? So now you have those 2 base pieces. I'll set these little cheat sheets aside. Again, this is our fun fold. Really fun, simple. It looks complicated, but it really isn't. It took me a minute, but now that we have measurements and imperial measurements, it's all good. So now with that, I want to come in, and we know that I need to put some, I'm just going to measure this because I did not do that. So that is 2 inches. Yeah, actually it's 2 1/8. So I want a piece of designer series paper. Again, this is 5 1/2. So it's going to be 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. So I need 2 pieces of designer series paper to complement the designs I've picked out for my, I think I want to go with a pink. I'm going to add in a pink. We're going to cut this pink down to 5 1/4. Hopefully I can get 2 pieces from it. I say pink, it's petal pink. And 1 7/8, and we need 2 pieces at 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Okay. so we have those. On the inside here, we are going to have another piece of designer series paper. I need to find my original, what I did there. Okay, so I did that. So we want it to be the same on the inside. So this is going to go here. This one's going to go here. So we've got that. And on the inside, we will find another color because we're going to die cut some we're going to die cut out of these colors the birdhouses. So we need several birdhouses to go on our panels that are going to be that decorative piece that kind of pops out and gives us that little fun fold. So these are, how do I want to do this? This goes here. Oh, I had it all ready for me. So these, I guess, somehow, some way, this is how we're doing our colors. I was kind of trying to alter the colors. All right, so those are going to be our birdhouses. So we're going to cut those, and this is going to be our center birdhouse. The key is to have things that are all the same. All the same. What am I trying to say? I don't really know at the moment. We're going to use this as the inside of our card. So I know I need a panel that is 5 1/4. Actually, I'm just going to cut this down to 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 4 for the centerpiece. And again, thank you for sharing. Hello, Elizabeth. We're going to need 2 more pieces of this at 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. Okay, so we've got these for the inside. These are the inside of the base piece here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and adhere those before we get to die cutting. I'm going to try and keep the houses as simplistic as possible. But again, you can see this is going to line here. So let's go ahead and grab our Tombow. Dangerous. Dangerous using Tombow for the inside of my card. Ooh. Maybe I want to do those. I haven't used that piece yet. Yes, we're going to use that. See how I just changed my mind? It's so hard when there's 2 sides to paper sometimes. But I haven't used that design, so there we go. We're going to center this in the inside of our card base, just like so. Get those lumps and bumps out of the Tombow. Okay. And this piece will cover my oops on the opposite side. Because again, this is going to go to somebody and I don't want to have a card that has an oops, but we can line that right up against that score line and you'll never know the difference, right? Nope, because it's going to get covered on the other side too. I love that gray striped. And this will go on the inside here. It really took the longest for me to figure out the measurements. So there is that. All right, so that's going to close like this. Perfect. So on the outside here, I'm going to add these pieces just to add a pop of a color outside of the blue and smoky slate tones. And again, that's going to cover that score line that I made a mistake on, which is perfect. And then the other piece here, it's amazing the things that you find for inspiration. Something like that you would put in a scrapbook, because this is what this was intended for, like an interactive scrapbook. that doesn't have the plastic coverings. It's like a handmade scrapbook with all the bits and pieces, hidden sections, where you can end up almost putting almost 100 cards in this album, or not cards, but photos in an album all on its own. All right, so for this, we're gonna have to trim some of this, but we're not gonna do it until we get this placement taken care of. So we have this base all set. If you wanted, you could put a piece of white on the back, and that could be where you, or a smoky slate, just to keep with the color theme, where you could put your greeting to somebody. Hi Allie, welcome from England. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy to have you here. This is your first time. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. It's so nice that we can touch so many lives in so many areas with technology. All right, so as I was saying, this, you could add a place to write your sentiment or your greeting on the back, but on the sample, there is room here, and if you wanted to add more, you could. Now you see this doesn't flatten. It flattens for the envelope, but the concept is to be able to, you can see it got a little bent, is to be able to stand it up and display it, okay? All right, and that was my first attempt to that card as well. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm wondering, I don't know if I can even do. I might have to trim this down because I think that I might find that the birdhouse may be too big for those panels. So we may have to do something different. Bummer. Okay, so we will stick with the other plan and just do the other, like I did the other card. So what I want to do is grab a piece of, I'm trying to think. So this is actually the base. This is a little longer. This is shorter because I didn't want to exceed using an additional piece of cardstock. So I'm going to grab some panels here, but I think what I'll do on the outside panels is put birdhouses. We'll see if it's going to work. It may not fold right because it folds together like this. So we may have to avoid that. So it was a great idea in my head, but now that I'm seeing what I got going on, that's not going to work for us. So in the midst of that, let's grab some panels that are going to work here. So we need, these are 3 by 2 inch panels. So we're going to need designer series paper that is going to measure, well, we want 2 7/8 by 1 7/8. So I'm going to grab each of the colors I had set aside, and I'm going to cut these down to use as layers. And then we'll decorate those layers with other elements from the stamp set and dies. So I need 2 of these. Nope, 1 of these, 1 1/4. By 3, I'm sorry, 1 7, 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. So there's that piece. We need 1 3/4 by 2 3/4 of this piece. And the same with these 2. So we'll just do those real quick. And then a piece of white, which I have a scrap here. I really don't want to cut that scrap, but all right. So this is kind of small for what we have going on, but because that's going to be a smaller place to stamp or to write a sentiment. So I think I will add, and what I'll do is send the person that's getting this card a separate piece of white that is not adhered so that they can adhere it later. Hello, Lisa. So this little piece we're going to save out to stamp. I think I will go with these pretty pieces for the outside of, with the kind of the eyelet or lace design. This is the Country Lace Designer Series paper in the Country Woods Suite. So we have that. We'll go there. And we'll put the Mossy Meadow color on this side. So we'll have that whole vibe going on with the petal pink, the Mossy Meadow, and the Smoky Slate. These ones can go in the inside here. Let's see. So we'll put the Mossy Meadow on the opposite. I keep saying Mossy Meadow. Misty Moonlight. Must be I need to get out Mossy Meadow and play with it. I think that is because I saw a sneak peek of some products that are going to be available for demonstrators in this month that are online exclusive. We get to pre-order, so I'm excited about that. And Mossy Meadow is one of the colors in the suite that I want to buy. So I can get started on all my Christmas and July stuff, because those online exclusives will be available for all of you during July. So, all right, this piece. All right, so this is a little tricky. We want to extend this out, and we are going to fold this together, and we'll add our other piece. So it folds like this, this and this. It is a little off. It does not matter because it's not going to be seen together. We want to add some adhesive to the very back panel, and I would use Tombow and or something strong for this. Probably Tombow is your best bet in case you need to reposition. This is going to get centered. We'll let that dry, and then we'll do the other part of this. So let's get our stamps out, and let's see what we can come up with. I think adding some florals and maybe doing some coloring would be really nice. I love this flower. So let's go ahead and pull that in. We'll get our Stampin' Pierce mat. I'm going to find the lid to my glue so that doesn't dry out on me. And we've got our flower. Just going to grab my grid paper in case I accidentally stamp off. Not accidentally, I think my intent is to stamp off. I want to grab my Misty Moonlight. That is going to be the, do I want it to be the outline? Yes, it's going to be the outline of all my flowers. Now remember, these stamp pads are water-based, so it's okay to do it this way. I think I'll have the leaves going down, and I am going to stamp off some. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we have that. I'm going to add a sentiment there, because the person that I send this card to that wins the drawing will have an opportunity to just write on a piece of white that I'll include, and they can adhere it to the back of their card. So there's that. And now we're going to do, let's grab a sentiment, and we will do Hello Friend. I think that's perfect. And we'll do the Hello Friend in, let's do Smoky Slate. And then we're going to grab the, again, I don't have petal pink. I've got to get petal pink markers. I think they ran out of ink. So I need to add those to my color palette. Actually, I don't really need to do anything. I could leave it as is and not bother coloring, which maybe I'll just do that and just add this to the center. I think that's how I'm going to keep it. I think that's a good idea. So that's all set. So we can go ahead and add our piece here to the center of our card. Let's get that moved up so you can see what I'm doing. So we've got Hello Friend, the beautiful flower image, just really subtle. Kind of dispense that glue underneath there. Get a good hold. All right, now what we want to do, because we want this to be able to close, so we have to make sure wherever we're adhering that, it goes where it needs to. So I want to add some adhesive. It'll close like this, like I said, but it's going to be a little tricky. That was heavy-handed. So I want to make sure that I'm not getting glue all underneath like I just did. That's okay, I'll get it. I'll clean it off when I'm done. So we have that, like so, and that's gonna open like that. So it doesn't open full. You gotta let that dry. But you glued it to that back panel. You can see I have adhesive there, so I'm gonna need to clean that off. That's where I have issues with this Tombow. But you could put a piece of, I think I just was heavy-handed. You can put a piece of tear and tape there as well, if that works better for you. Again, you're gonna bring that down, and then we're gonna do some trimming. So it gives you the illusion that this is kind of floating outside the card. It's just gotta adhere and get, you know, just hold it for a few seconds. Put this away, and that is how that is going to look. And it will prop up like this, but we're gonna do some trimming to this piece here. Now this is a little tricky because, one, I have glue right there. You don't want to, I'm gonna wipe that. You want to make sure these are straight lines, and it's hard to do with the way the card is currently. All right, so I'm gonna grab my paper snips. I'm gonna go up to that score line on both sides. I'm very excited that I'm taking these to a retreat to get them cleaned. All right, and then along that score line, you just want to cut down so it's a straight edge. I have trouble on this end because and you may need to, when you're done with your card, because there is some adhesive that kind of overflowed for me, I'm gonna grab my embossing buddy and I'm gonna kind of fix that, okay? So that's it. You just cut that off, and I'm gonna come back in here and trim this a little bit more so that I'm not seeing that. Okay, perfect. You're gonna do the same on the other side. I'm just going to do one side at a time so it's easier for me. Again, make sure you are cutting along the score line and you don't cut anything that shouldn't be cut. I'll flip this because I cut with my right hand. And I find that coming from this side is so much better to get a straight edge. Okay? So we have that. That will close like this. How super cute is that? Right? We got Hello Friend inside. We can add something to this panel and also add some gems of some sort. So let's put that aside. And let's see what we can add to the outside of this card. And here's my original. I don't know, I might need to stamp some more, so we'll keep that handy. And let's see, how about some floral images? This is gonna fold like this, so I could add something bigger here. If I wanted to do, I could have done the birdhouse here. Thank you. I could have done the birdhouse here and then popped it open and had those other panels, but I kind of just am gonna keep it symmetric. Yes. Exactly. we're on the same page, thinking the same thought. So I could do that, and maybe I will, but I already have this designer series paper here, so I'm just going to keep it simplistic for now. But that is an option for you if you decide to recreate this design. You definitely can do that. I think what I will do is go ahead and maybe create a flower pot with this. And good morning. Hi, Pat. Watch, drive back from breakfast at Bradford. Oh, I love the fire department's breakfast. We don't do them anymore with our fire department, but boy, pancake breakfasts were the best. All right, so I want to grab something that's going to go very nicely with that, kind of tie everything in. And why not create our planter with a piece of, I think I want to stick with I like this denim look. So I'm going to die cut a piece of this. Let's see if I have a smaller piece. And we're going to create like a little tiny flower bed or a flower basket. Oops, that was loud, sorry. Barb hopped on as well. Good morning. Hi, Deb. Look at all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Loving this card, and I hope it inspires you. So we are going to add, I don't know if you can see that very well, I'm adding that little base to the birdhouse, but I'm going to make it a flower planter. So we will add some flower die cut images to it. Just need to find the top of my, so we'll go ahead and die cut this out. And then we'll do some stamping of flowers. And we'll be good to go. Or maybe we'll just die cut flowers. So that will go there. Super cute. And we'll cut some flower images and some leaves in all different pretty colors. So we've got all these flowers, all these flower die pieces. It's just so wonderful. And they leave impressions of embossing as well as the leaves do. So we're going to cut some of those. I'll just move this piece for a minute. I'm just going to get all these little pieces. We'll try and keep with the color palette that we have going on. I've kind of incorporated a lot of colors here. So let's go ahead and grab, what do we got here? There's that. There's this. You can take and all right, we're just going to add a piece of just a bunch of stuff here. Okay. I think I'll have my leaves be gray because just keep with the tone that we're using. So I'll grab some flowers that are blue. I'm just going to cut some random blue flowers with the Misty Moonlight DSP that's here. So we'll add some of those. And let's run those through. Let's grab a gray piece. We can add that and do some leaves. So this is your smoky slate. So we'll add all kinds of leaves on here. I love when they give us multiple images to die cut. Hi, Debbie. All right, so we have kind of the denim flowers. I don't want to lose these. Let's come in with my magnetic. Got our leaves. Those might get lost in the shuffle, so we'll see what we can do with those. Maybe I should have gone a different route, but we'll see. There's those. So we've got little blue flowers. And we're going to cut some pink ones. Petal pink. So we'll grab petal pink. Maybe. Let's find that. Oh, it's right here. There's some petal pink. And I am just using little scraps of designer series paper. It does not matter if the design underneath does not make sense. Or the design that cuts out. I don't know if that's going to really fit there. We're going to try it. I still have a snowflake die that I don't know where it goes. I should probably post it. There's a lot of very smart people that know all these dies and where they go and what set they belong to. I think it's a retired set. Oh, that scooched on me. All right, I might need to put some tape right there. Let me grab some Post-it tape just to be safe. Hopefully they'll stay still. There we go. I'll cut out those flowers. All right. The texture or the cutting these flowers with the designer series paper just gives it some texture. So that is kind of why I'm playing around with that. It's gonna be loud, sorry. Set this aside for a moment. Not sure if I'm gonna need it again. Let's try and build our little planter. And then we will hopefully, if I can get this out, let's grab your Take Your Pick tool. You guys have anything fun planned this Sunday, today? I know, like I said, I'm gonna head and catch up with Lori. That'll be nice to visit with her for a little bit. And then all kinds of, I don't know, fun stuff. It's just a good day to have a good day, right? All right, so I don't know. I like this, but I'm not sure. All these flowers. Now maybe I just need to use all the pink. I'm not sure because I don't want to take away from, like that really looks nice. So, all right, let's grab our silicone mat and play around with this design. We're just gonna wing it because that's how I roll. And I'm gonna grab that piece of washi, or I just want to hold this still with my tape. All right. So if I start with the pink, the petal pink, and you can tuck and whatever, like so. So we'll put a little bit, I'm just going to do kind of a dry fit of stuff here because now I have things blending, right, with the blue underneath. And I'm not sure I really want to do that. So I might just do them all, unless I got them going up here. All right, we are going to do it this way. Grab some dimensionals for just the center of this design because it's going to overlap the where's that? I love wood-fired pizza. Oh, in Naples. Nice. That'll be fun. All right, so the planter will go, I'll do it here. Yes, I'll do it down here. Okay, now we're just going to randomly start adding things. I want them to pop up though, so I have to use some tiny dimensionals, bits and pieces. This is the part that's a little tedious. Oh, the redwood is great too. I haven't been to the redwood in a minute. We used to go there for a lot of family dinners. My Papa G loved going to the redwood. What's on the flip side? All the pink. So I think I'll just stick with all the pink because it's going to, because we got the pink on this side, the petal pink. So it kind of will add some contrast to what's going on in the front. I didn't really think that through, that the blue and the gray would blend together with everything going on here. So we'll add another tiny dimensional there, right in the center. we'll make it work. Tuck things in. It's gonna end up looking pretty. It's hard to do with everything all in the same place. And grab another tiny one. Might have to at some point cut down your, except I cut these ones backwards. So the embossed part is a little bit different. So I'm just gonna add this last one. I'm gonna have to cut my dimensional though. But maybe like actually stamping and coloring would have been a better option because it would have given that white, the white background versus the colors that are already there. That's going to get covered, so let's just toss that there. This is backwards embossed, but that's okay. And then we're going to add, just like this, the gray leaves are going to kind of overpower. Not necessarily, it's a little different. We can do it like that, off to the side. So we might have to stick that on with a glue dot. Grab a glue dot. This random stuff like this is where I get all confused with myself. So this glue dot's going to go on that big leaf. And I'm going to tuck this in and have that glue dot stick right in there, right there. So you got leaves there. Grab another one. When the glue dots are not cooperating. Let's do this. Okay, do that. And that. And add that one there. Now we can figure out where to put these, hopefully. I add this one right there. That can go right flush to there. And then one more. And I'm going to call it. We might be able to add just another little sentiment. That'll go right there. Blends in a little bit, but it's not too bad. Kind of gives it a little bit of life. So there's that. Yes, Allie, I'm trying to stick to a new schedule of consistency. I will be doing Facebook Lives every Sunday at 9 a.m. If I'm not able to do a live, I will have something post that you can go to my YouTube channel, and you can find me at Mary Jo Snyder of MJ's Shady Inkers on YouTube. There's plenty of videos there. I'm trying to be consistent now with that as well. And I believe my YouTube is on Tuesdays at, I can't remember the time. Tuesdays is going to be a non-gym day for me. So I'm trying to work through all my schedule, but I can't remember the time. I think it's 7 o'clock on Tuesday for my YouTube lives. And that is Creativity Made Easy, where we use kits and stuff like that. So eventually I'll incorporate more videos in my creativity. It's just trying to honestly take things one step at a time, because I was getting overwhelmed, and my overwhelming feeling awesome. I love that. I love that you'll be able to join us. What time is it in in England right now for you? I know you said it's the afternoon. Is it later or earlier in the afternoon? It's probably a different day. We are Sunday. Is it a different day? Today, right now, it's Sunday at 9 a.m. Well, it's a little later now since I started my live, but thank you. I'm going to try and add something else right here. Let's find another sentiment that maybe we can add. I did hello, friends. You're welcome. Okay, so 2:45 at the moment on Sunday. Awesome. I'm loving it. Do I add something else? I mean, it needs something here. I think we need to add a sentiment of some sort. So I already said hello, friend on the inside. I could do a happy birthday, or let's see what the other stamp set, the Country Flowers. So lucky to know you. Hello, friend. Perfect. So lucky to know you. And it's going to go perfectly on a piece that I can add to that. So let's grab a block and we'll finish this off with maybe something that's even going to offset the, maybe, let's see. I don't want to do the same color. Let's just do it on white, right? Sure. Let's grab this piece and then we'll just do some regular cutting around and adding it on. Sounds good to me. And we will stamp it in Misty Moonlight. And if anyone comments and whatnot and is out of, like this card, I can send to anyone. I just can't send, when I offer prize patrols, I can't send product outside the United States. So if someone were to win that lived out of the United States, I would just send them a handmade card. So this card is actually going to be what I give away next week. So love the comments and all that good stuff. I'm going to stamp that again because that didn't come out very good. This stamp isn't seasoned. I haven't used it enough. That looks better. Kind of hold it for a few seconds. I had my nails done this color in hopes to use Peach Pie and this coming week with using the Mediterranean Suite. But now I've completely changed what I want to use because I got a new bundle and I'm going to, or a new suite, and I'm going to incorporate that instead. With this, I think I'm just going to fussy cut the words out. And these are sticky now. Let's find my other pair of scissors. My other paper snips. There they are. Okay. So we will come in and just move your paper around. Let your scissors come together as you're moving your paper. Oops. I've been looking on Facebook and stuff and seeing all the prom pictures. I gotta cut that because it's just too long. All the prom pictures, and it's making me, oh my goodness, my kids aren't in school anymore. I miss that. But my daughter's about to move. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. She's moving out of state, go live with her boyfriend, and then they may be venturing off to another state after that. So she is going to be following her dreams, and I'm super excited for her. She loves doing special effects makeup and all that fun stuff. I think I want to come in and do another stamp on here just to give it some fun stuff. So we're going to grab this speckled stamp, kind of a grunge look on our Country Birdhouse stamp set. And I think we'll just give it a light shade of petal pink in the background. I think that would be very pretty, but I'm going to do some stamping off because I don't want it to be very bold. I just re-inked this not too long ago. Just want it to be faint. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think we'll go with second generation. 1. And add it a little bit. You can see very lightly You can see very lightly the little specks down at the bottom. So just kind of ties it all together. And then we'll grab some pretty embellishments and we will be good. And then I'll show you the fun stuff that I got. All right. More so paper than anything else, but I think this would be perfect added right here. So I think I'm going to add that flush to the card front. I think I'm going to immediately upload this video to YouTube so it's there for others to see. It's another thing I do with my YouTube is upload some of my Facebook stuff. Not everybody has Facebook, so. All right, there's that. Let's find some gems. I just got all these gems. This will give me the opportunity to share all this new stuff. Have you seen these? Oh my goodness, the iridescent faceted gems. We are going to open these up. I like to trim the sides of the plastic so I can easily reach in there and grab the goodness and slide it back in. But these are absolutely stunning. Look how breathtaking they are. They're just gorgeous. I love all the colors. I won't mess with them while we are on screen here. I'm going to show you these. I went crazy and got some embellishments because I love having current embellishments. These are all current. And these are called the adhesive backed textured dots. And they're kind of got a brassy look, but they're really cool. Kind of masculine and stuff, but, or rustic looking. So there's those. These are the 2023-24 in color opaque sparkle dots. And those are really pretty. They got some shimmer to them as well. Some sparkles in there. These are carryover iridescent basic pearls. I actually might use these for this project. So I'll give these a open and we'll keep them out because I think that will add just what we need. Just a subtle shimmer, pearly look to this. These are opal round assortments. Some of these are paired with sweets, but I actually went in and just stocked up on some stuff. Oh, that one just comes out that way. I love how there's different iridescent or pearlized or just textures to the new stuff that's coming out in catalogs. And don't forget about the online exclusives. There's a new online exclusive pre-order for demonstrators this month. And these are adhesive back dots for days. Love the colors. Looks like garden green, daffodil delight, unless that's crushed curry, flirty flamingo, and pool party maybe. Pretty colors. I'm guessing, not for certain. And these are very pretty. There's a bee outside my window. I don't know if you can hear it buzzing. These are adhesive back sparkle gems. Look at those. They look like, oh, they're so yummy. Black and silver and looks like gold. So pretty. And then these, I think, were a carryover, the blooming pearls. In gold. I'm not sure what the colors are. That's definitely a pretty peacock. Looks like flirty flamingo, gold, and maybe, I'm not sure. It almost looks like a little shaded spruce, but I'm not for certain. I'd have to look up the colors. So those are my new embellishments. So let's add some of these pretty embellishments to this card. We'll grab our take your pick tool and use the putty end. We'll just add a few here and there. I'm going to use the smaller ones and a big one over here. Add a couple big ones to the outside of the card, and we have to have another one that is going to offset everything because it is, we'll add it there. I love odd numbers. So there is our fancy fold. Again, I'm going to go back here and clean off some of that stuff, which is easy to do because you can flip it this way. And yeah, this will go to one lucky winner. So I hope you enjoyed this fun fold. Now let's grab the other yummy stuff that I got. We are going to dive in to, I'm so excited about this. This week and probably part of next week, we are going to dive into the Charming Ducks. And this is a bundle, excuse me, that you could get 10% additional off starting the 5th. So we've got the Charming Ducks. That's the embellishments, which are adhesive backed dappled dots. And you can see they kind of have like a cracked paint look. So there's the some of the new in colors in there, and I think that is the beige. I could be wrong, but so there's those, as well as the designer series paper that coordinates with this, which I don't have right in front of me. So this is what we're going to work with. Thank you so much, Debbie. This is going to be our product of choice, the suite of choice for this week that I want to play with. And I will share with you now all the other fun stuff that I got. And I wish I realized ahead of time that these bundles were going to go on sale, but that's okay. This is just a handful of stuff that I got recently in an order. And as well as the shimmer striped iridescent white designer's ribbon, which I didn't keep handy to show you. I am so excited about this because in February of next year, I'm taking a trip with some friends. One of my gym crew friends, Kelly, and we are hopefully going on an all-exclusive trip. Either right now we are scheduled for one place, but we want to actually go to the Bahamas instead. So I want to swim with dolphins and she wants to do an excursion with sharks. So I'm so excited to do some scrapbook pages after that adventure with this bundle. I got it now because also there's a lobster. And I'm going to Maine at the end of the month to go to Celine Kempton's retreat with fellow demonstrators and friends. And I'm very excited. So Maine is on my bucket list and I'm super excited to go and be a part of this event. And I cannot wait to eat a whole lobster. Oh man, I've never done it. I've only eaten the tail. Oh, I just can't wait to dive in and get fresh seafood from Maine. I've always wanted to go to the Lobster Fest in August since I was a teenager, and that is held in August. I'm sorry, yes, in August at Bay Harbor in Maine. And I will get there one day, but this is just going to be a tip of the iceberg to be able to go to this event. And but anyway, that's why I fell in love with this. And of course, I'm a Dolphins fan, so all the way around, even the Miami Dolphins. So that is a bundle. And this could be a bundle that you can save an additional 10% on starting on the 5th. I fell in love with a poised peony because I saw so many amazing designs with it. But I also love that it pairs so nicely with the paper that goes with it. So we're going to crack this paper open because the one thing I really want to share is the die cut images that are within. So we will take a peek at the full pack of paper instead of my little cheat sheet. And I love the font. You got best birthday wishes, hello, in my thoughts. And I loved the peony. Very pretty. So love the colors of this paper. Gorgeous. A lot of new colors in here as well as old. It's just really pretty. So you get, I think there's 6 sheets of paper that are double-sided. Okay, so you have those. Then you have these, they're not cut aparts, they're actually die cuts. So they are frames and fun stuff. And you got this sheet. And those are all die cut images. They even have a border piece for you to do a scrapbook page. How cool is that? Or make cards with it. Then there's this piece. And then you have more die cut pieces. So there's 3 solid sheets of back and front. So you have 6 designs of designer series paper, and then you have 3 sheets that have these die cut images. So you can do some stamping on here. It's going to be fun to play with this. So I look forward to using this with all of you. Actually would love to do a class featuring this this product just in itself. So especially the paper. All right, so there is that. And then we have, oops, that goes over here. I just don't want to lose pieces. This is just silver foil. I had to get that because I am all out of silver foil. And this is the Wildly Flowering 12 by 12. And I'm going to crack this open so you can get a full-eyes view of what this paper looks like. If I can get to it, maybe. Okay, now we got it. And this is going to go in a protector, so I'm just going to take all this off. All right, love this. I love the warm colors. So these are like a lot of, let's read through the colors. And I should do that with the other set. Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. So we got some of those 2023, 25. And the paper I just shared with you, let's take a gander at what that is. That has Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, Shaded Spruce, and Soft Seafoam. And I just lost one of the die images. So great colors. A lot of colors that you can play around with. A lot of options and versatility. I'm loving this. Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun to play with. I love the very deep colors, kind of. I mean, it's bright and cheerful, but it's kind of got more of a deeper stuff going on. And there's that piece. I love Wild Wheat, and paired with other things, it just looks so beautiful. And the Moody Mauve is gorgeous. Pretty. I saw these and I'm like, you know, I can't afford all the stamps and the dies and stuff like that, but I truly love that I can just get paper and just use the product I have. This is gorgeous. I can see this as a bag or a gift box. Beautiful. Love the back, love the colors. The artists that create the designer series paper are remarkable. And this is beautiful. So they literally paint a canvas. I know, right? That blue sheet is gorgeous. And then they take photos of their artwork. And that becomes our designer series paper. And that's gorgeous. I think this is like, I'm in love with this because it more to me reminds me of fall tones, and I love my regals and my fall colors. So that is, and this is the last, is this the last thing? Yes, because I think the other item was Julie's prize. So yay for Julie. I didn't get these because they weren't in pre-order. So I thought I would get them now. I love using Memory and More cards, and they're definitely different than what they were. This pack is, because you get less, but it doesn't make a difference. Hi, Xana. Thoughtful Journey Memory and More card pack. I didn't get this one. I got the other one, and I love the textured background, or the, you know, the watercolor look. So you get 2 each. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, I love these. Whoops. And you know, it makes it easy to create a card. Okay, I'm missing one. Oh, it's underneath there. So that's the back side. These in order. Pretty to add a sentiment. And if you have the stamp set, you see that leaf image is part of that stamp set. It's the back side. So pretty. It is what do you call this? Thistles. Great for memory keeping. I love that sheet, actually. Oh, celebrate another year. That's nice. The sky is the limit. Absolutely. Yeah, this is really awesome. all the different colors in here. Places to stamp or add sentiments. This paper, I have the 6x6 paper and I love it. I haven't played with it yet. So that'll be a whole nother time of sharing creativity. Life is an adventure. Yes, it is. Sending all my love. I just love the watercolor look with all these beautiful colors. Then we got happy birthday. A little bit of Blackberry Bliss going on in these. I love that they do like it almost looks like the stamp resist technique. Making memories. Love it. That's the backside. Treasured memories. Thinking of you today. So they can be card fronts, memory keeping. That's cute with the polka dots. And this says, best day ever. The best day ever. Pretty. Just reminds me of the beach. Very nice. That could be turned into something Christmassy. I can see Christmas with that. That's one thing I noticed with this paper, the paper pack for this suite is the Thoughtful Journey. It has a lot of opportunity for versatility. There's Blackberry Bliss, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. So that is the fun for today. Again, this was my original creation when I first played with this card fold. A little fun fold going on. And this is the card that will go to somebody that we created today. So all the measurements are in the video. So go back, and if you have questions about anything, please let me know. But it's a great way to present this card and keep it. I was drawn to the DSP because of the thistle. Yes, I remember you saying that. Yep. Oh, your Scottish heritage loves the, hi Melissa, loves the thistles. I just love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, let's take a few more minutes if you have time. I have time. Take a few more minutes, and these are the other paper packs I got. So it's the same as the in color paper I shared, and I got the brights and the subtles for now. I have to go do things in bits and pieces so I don't break the bank. And then I got some swaps in the mail. I did a swap with the leaders group. So let's take a look at these swaps because, you know, it's fun to share others' creativity as well. So hopefully there's not too much of a glare. I may need to open them. This is from Stampin' with Monica Gilberti. I'm not sure where she is out of, but there's that awesome design. There's some textured looks there. We got some embossing and texture in the background on the mini layers. And of course that beautiful peach pie and pumpkin pie with the citrus Mediterranean sweet. Very nice. You're the best kind of person. I was excited to get this one. I need baby cards. And I don't have this set, but how cute is that? And this was created by Sandy Carlson out of, is she Minnesota? I never can remember the abbreviations of things, of the states. Isn't that sad? All right, so there's that. I love these butterflies. These are on my list. Maybe that bundle sale. You brighten up so many of my days. These are all connected in a die cut image, and they use those things I know it's pretty simple too. Excuse me. Imagine doing these in all the in colors, or even like various colors for boy and girl. That's really cute. And I love the cute little hanger. But I love butterflies. I've got to get this set of dies. They are everyday detail dies. I don't have them yet. And of course the buffalo check ribbon did carry over, so that was pretty cool. And this card is created by Karen Braxton. This one is created by Ray Hughes out of, is that Montana? And yep, there's that. Thinking of you with that new detailed background stamp, unless it was with a stamp from Rachel Tessman stamp set. I'm not sure, but that's beautiful. I love how she used the country corner dies to make layers like that. Just for you, and this is Jody Anderson. And Jody, this is from that, is this the grocery cart one that I keep seeing people use? So she stamped on the white and then she embossed, and then she stamped one separate and colored. So she did the coloring and embossing. That's really cute. I'm trying to really not get caught up in the I want it all concept. This is adorable with that critter in the TV. It's just awesome. I love it. This was created by Mary Blotcher, and it explains what she used, but that's that, this is Attention Shoppers, I think that's from, and the Hearts and Hugs stamp set, and the Tune In bundle. So that's a bundle you could add for that extra 10% discount. I'm in love with this because it's a quilt pattern. And of course I need these dies as well. Those are from the, I'm not going to remember the name of them, but it was a bundle that we could get as a choice for on stage if we wanted to do the after hours. I love how she has the many layers of, he or she has the many layers of the circles that are in that. And I don't know who made this. I looked in here and there was no card. So props to the person who created this. Love it. I love quilt patterns. My mom was a quilter. Love this. I mean, that is gorgeous. And I'm sure that is stamped and it's absolutely breathtaking. It's just beautiful. Love the butterflies. And that is Leanne Graff. Some of you may have heard of her. This is, again, Attention Shoppers, I think. I love all the added colors. I love the, people use the gingham, or the buffalo check. And this is from Notes from Patience Holt. And this looks like a fun fold, or it's, oh, Jessica B. Jess B. Cardiology. Jessica Brigden. Love her. And we have, this slides out. It's just stuck at the moment. There we go. That slides out. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. Oh, I cannot get the stamps. I have to stop. Ah! I'm not saying because I can't get this in. This is that new tab punch. Love it. Great for junk journaling. Okay, so that's Jessica. Here's another one. This looks like a fun fold. It almost looks like a fun fold that I just did, but it's not. Ah, it is similar. Look at that. It's almost like the one we did in our, in an event we had. Team event, I think it was, where we did diamonds on there. It's very pretty. And that should slip under there. Similar concept. Krista Wilson. Love that. And we got a few more. So the swaps were 20 cards. I was surprised I even got them in the mail to her in time. That was quite the fiasco. This is another fun fold. I had done fun folds. I liked that. This is Lonnie Pilar from Arizona. Oh, love that. Love all the elements. Yeah, I got to get those dies, those circle dies. This is beautiful. Sending happy thoughts. Not sure what die that's from. The border there, it's really pretty. And I don't know who made this one. I don't know if there's a card inside. Nope, just a sentiment on the inside. There's some more of those butterflies. Sasha Wilson. This is cute. I love the panels. This panel kind of breaks up the wood grain and those nested essential dies. Very pretty. And that is Karen Titus. There's one of those cards using that awesome bundle with all the fun stuff. Cheryl Bauk, or Yeah, Bauk. I'm terrible with names. Love that. And of course, those cute little ducks. They're so stinking cute. I cannot wait to play with them this week. I love the paper. I love the colors. They're not your traditional colors in the designer series paper for stuff like that, but it pulls in those new in colors and other colors that complement them so nicely. So that'll be fun. This was Lisa Miltikis. Sorry. She looks Minnesota. Hi, Vicky. And of course, these peas are so cute. Some of the expressions are hysterical. Happy birthday. And that is created by Marcia Gay out of Ohio. Oh, this looks like a fun fold. Oh, Dina Rucco, Creative Cave. It's got a little thing, happy birthday. These are those new pocket dies. I'm definitely getting those. There's a lot of options for that. So that's nice by Dina Rucco. And this is another very pretty card using that Lily Pond Lake designer series paper. Oh, and there's some wink on the butterflies. Love that. And that was Kathy Miller. So I'm very excited about my swaps I received. Let's flip the camera and see what we got going on. I've been on for a while. Thank you for being here with me today. There's outside. Nice rototilling. They want to plant a garden. They have been eating so well. Sorry for my hand. I'm just going to tilt you down a little bit more. All right. Sorry for all the wiggling. So I hope you enjoyed that fun fold today. Super cute. I hope you try it. And if you do, remember to put hashtag MJ's Shady Inkers, MJS Shady Inkers, in your post if you post the idea, because I would love to see it if you share it on your social media. Oh, yes. Isn't that something, Lisa? Always interruptions in our craft time. That's okay. But yes, catch the replay. And all the measurements are in the replay. And if you need written measurements, reach out to me. Maybe I can toss them in my video when I post it up to YouTube to add that extra insight for you. I'm going to take a picture of this card as well and post it to my other social media threads. But I'm really excited about this fun fold, and I hope that you find some inspiration from it and come up with some really super fun ideas for yourself. So again, be sure watching the replay and or catching this live that you're commenting. Love the sunshine. We got overcast today, but it's a beautiful warm day. So nice cool breeze. So yeah, share the video, share the love. I just want to reach more people and just inspire others. So thank you everyone for being here. I hope you have a blessed day. Many Stampin' Blessings. Take time to craft or do something you love today. And I will see you on Tuesday for my Creativity Made Easy on Tuesday evening for YouTube at 7 p.m. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a beautiful week ahead. All right. Bye-bye.